welcome to part 2 of our lesson series out here on the golf course. We are working out for the golf course, but I wanted to take you to the range first, specifically on an uneven lie. In your opinion, what are the things that you need to look out for when you have a ball above your feet?
Ball above my feet. What I think about first is grip and setup. So if I set up normally with the ball above my feet, the toe will likely be up. Still trying to have, a square setup with my club interacting. So I'll choke down just a little bit, just to shorten my grip just so much.
Right.
And the second thing I look at is how high the ball is, because that's going to typically determine how far it moves. Ball above my feet is going to move from my right to my left typically.
So it's going to draw or make a hook pattern.
Hook, that is correct.
Okay, got it. All right.
So I'm going to aim slightly right of my target and let the ball flight do what it does.
Awesome. So we know that the ball is going to be moving right to left. What I'd like to help you out with is how can we feel comfortable over these shots and transfer what we're practicing out here on the range to the golf course, so you can step up, have an idea of what you want to do, how to set up, and maybe have one visual and then pull the trigger confidently. So one thing we'll start with is going to be the stance. So I love how you choke down on the club to get the club flat on the floor, or the sole flat on the floor. So we'll stick with that. And I think the other thing that we can also do for stability in our lower body is drop the right foot back. We have the right foot back, left foot forward, and we address. Now I can make a turn without falling one way or the other, leaning right or leaning left. I can stay pretty stable doing this. The next thing that I want to make sure of is I want to make sure that I have an idea of where the low point is. So is it up in my stance or back in my stance? So what I'll do is I'll first get an idea of which way I want to aim. So just like we spoke with each other about in our previous lessons, where we have a visual that's maybe 10 yards out in front of us. So I see a patch of grass that I want to hit this ball over to start. I'll walk up to my ball, and before addressing the ball, I'll actually take 1 or 2 practice swings to figure out where am I bottoming out. That one was a little bit up in my stance, so I'll kind of fixate on that spot. That's pretty repeatable. So I found out that in my 2 practice swings, the ball really should be positioned up in my stance. So I'll go back, having that in mind, get that same patch of grass that I want to start my ball over, about 10 yards up. I'm going to make sure that that ball is up in my stance, maybe take 1 look at my target, pull the trigger. Do my best to hold my balance, and it was a pretty good shot at the end of the day.
Really good shot.
So let me see you demonstrate. Can I see you maybe make your routine, take 1 practice swing, find out the low point, come on back, and then execute.
All right. Intermediate target there.
Where would you say in your stance that you bottomed out right there with that swing?
Forward.
A little bit up in your stance?
Yeah.
Okay. Pretty consistent there?
Pretty consistent.
All right. Let's see your full routine now. So start from the back. Really walk into this one, just so you can simulate what it feels like out on the golf course.
All right. Find an intermediate target. Square my club up to that target. Kind of like you. Have the right foot back just a little bit. Oh, hit it back.
It's all right. Let's do another.
Hit it back. I think it's that foot back. I don't know if I like that.
Awkward for you? It's
Yeah.
okay. Give it another
Back
try.
here. All right.
Wayne took his practice swing. He feels like the ball position should be a little up in his stance. Great shot. Just a little bit of turn on that ball like you suspected. Now we feel comfortable sticking to the course.